Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Beyond the Screen, where we dive into the moments that shape who we are. I'm Maya, and today we're talking about personal experiences that pushed us to grow, the ones that changed us from the inside out.
Yeah, we've all had those moments where life kind of just throws at us into a deep end.
And whether we sink or swim, those moments stick with us. They shape how we see ourselves and the world around us.
So today we're getting real about our experiences, what we've been through, what we've learned, and maybe even a few things we're still figuring out.
Marla, I know sports have been a big part of your life. What's the story there?
Running has always been my escape. Whenever life got overwhelming, I'd just run. It started with track and soccer, and those sports shaped me into who I am today. They taught me discipline, mental toughness, and how to push through even on my worst days.
See, I wish I could relate, but I get winded up just going up the stairs.
Nah, trust me, I still question my life choices halfway through a sprint. But I remember this one time I challenged myself to run 8 miles. Midway through, I wanted to quit so bad. My legs were on fire, my lungs were screaming, but I just kept telling myself progress won't show if you quit now. And somehow, I made it.
What kept you going?
Honestly, the stubborn part of me. Once I was in too deep, quitting wasn't an option. Plus, I wanted to prove to myself and to my family that all my hard work meant something.
That's real though. It's easy to start something, but sticking with it, that's different.
You don't give yourself enough credit, Marla. I think you're doing amazing.
That means a lot, really. But Karina, I know you've had your own challenges. What kept you going?
Growing up, things weren't always easy. My family wasn't always the most supportive, but the people I did have in my corner reminded me that I could do anything. Someone once told me, use the people who doubt you as motivation. So that's what I did.
Sometimes family isn't just who you're born with, it's who chooses to stand by you.
Exactly. Blood doesn't always make a family. It's about the people who want you there no matter what.
And the way you turn that negativity into motivation, that's powerful. I know faith has been a big part of your journey. How did that come into play?
Oh man, where do I start? There was a time when I felt completely lost, like rock bottom lost. I was angry all the time, fighting with my parents, surrounding myself with the wrong people, letting them walk all over me just so I could fit in. Nothing felt right.
That's deep. When you say things started to change, what do you mean?
Honestly, God. My family always had a strong faith, but I never really felt it for myself until I hit that low point. I started praying more, reading scripture, trusting that there was a bigger plan for me, and slowly things started shifting, not because life magically got easier, but because I realized I wasn't alone in it.
That's really deep, Caroline. When you say things started to change, what do you mean?
It was my mindset for one. I used to see the worst in everything, but now I see things differently. I also stopped arguing with my parents so much. It was like once I stopped fighting everything, I found peace.
That's so beautiful. And you know what? We've always got your back too.
For real, there's something so powerful about knowing you're not alone, even when things feel impossible.
Maya, what about you? I know your brother played a big role in your journey.
Oh, for sure. My brother has always been my biggest supporter and my biggest critic. Whenever I wanted to slack off, he'd say, "You can be valedictorian." At first, I laughed it off. Like, me? No way. But every late night study session, every test I aced, I started to believe it. He saw something in me before I saw it in myself.
That's wild. It's crazy how sometimes we don't realize our own potential until someone else points it out.
And then, boom! You're grinding harder than ever.
It's true. We all need that one person who believes in us before we do.
Exactly. Our stories might be different,
But they all remind us that change shapes us. It's those tough moments that make us grow.
Whether it's faith, family, or pushing past limits.
growth happens when we step outside of our comfort zones, when we decide we're worth the fight, no matter how hard it gets.
Thanks for tuning in to Beyond the Screen. Wherever you are in your journey, just remember, change isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create.
Take the next step, even when it's hard. That's where real growth happens.
Keep pushing, you're stronger than you think.
And you're never alone in this journey. Keep walking with faith.
See you next time.